So, this tweet has been going around for the last week. I want to talk about it because, oh my god, bro, people are losing their mind. Honestly, this tweet shouldn't exist. I'll be honest. This tweet, I mean, I'm sorry, Rory, you are, in my opinion, correct, but you are like 8, 10, 12 years late. I mean, like nothing is new. Anyways, so the tweet is basically talking about the boost. I know Asmongold talked about it, whatever. I'm just gonna give not my perspective, I'm gonna basically kind of try to play devil's advocate, both sides of the story, because this is so stupid, okay? So Rurikan, bro, I fucking quit. What is even the point? Just sell ahead of the curve while you're at it, or even cutting edge, sell everything. Why even play the game? Now, what is this boost? Get the dragonflight raid ready boost, immediate access to the latest content, like any boost. Raid ready level 424 gear, LFR, like any boost. Honestly, I believe previous boosts, not Shelllands, but like I believe BFA boost, pretty much gave you gear to go into like normal raid. So, and honestly, this is kind of nerfed. Up to 20 renowns with 5 major dragonflight factions. I mean, as far as I understand, this takes like maybe a day. First 5 dragon riding mounts unlocked, which again doesn't take, it's pretty much free when you max level, like, and you do the story. So it's like, it just makes you skip the story as well. Dragon Isles, catch up, flight paths, supplies, 30 slot bags, and more. I don't know what more is, but like, again, nothing serious, okay? And 30 slot bags. Right. Anyway, so why is this such an issue? So basically, Rory says that this is a pay to win. He's fucking quit. This is pay to win. What is the point of playing the game when you can just boost? And again, I'm gonna say this right now. Honestly, if you're playing WoW and you don't consider pay to win, you are the problem. WoW is 100% pay to win. However, it's like, how much are you going to how much pay to win is it? I would say is the real question. Okay, so for example, what is the level 70 boost, right? Okay, you know what? Let's define pay to win. There's two types of pay to win. Okay, one, there's an unfair advantage, like you can buy certain items that like no one can get. That is like the purest form of pay to win. And then there's like pay to progress type of pay to win. This is on that second aspect, right, of pay to win, of like pay to progress. You can't really buy anything that is not available for other players to get in the game, right? It just makes your life easier, or like you spend less time playing the game in order to get what you want. So in that regard, BOEs on the auction house, specifically mythic item level, are bought with gold. You can buy gold with token. You can buy token with money. Technically, pay to win. However, is it really? Like, again, by my definition, yes. But by definition of many people, it's not pay to win. It's pay to progress. You're not getting any unfair advantage, right? Same as like saying, okay, so you can buy boosts, not boosts, like carries, right? You can buy a mythic plus carry, you can buy a mythic raid carry, you can buy a AOTC carry with gold. You can buy gold with token. You can buy token with money. Is this pay to win as well, right? But then it's like, well, what about the people who are farming out gold and then use that gold to get a carry, right? So in that regard, okay, sure, I understand your point, but the problem is that people can pay real money for it, right? The whole problem is really is like people can take their real money, show off their real life skills, and put it in the game. And I think that's what people really don't like. It's like it kills the escapism. Now, in my opinion, this is pay to win. So, because for example, what is let's say this: do people consider Lost Ark pay to win? 100%. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't consider Lost Ark as not pay to win. But Lost Ark is technically pay to progress. You can't buy stuff that are not available for regular players in the game. The only problem is how much time you're saving by spending money. It's the degree really that matters. Here in WoW, you're saving like a day to a week of gaming. In Lost Ark, you're saving months. But the concept is the same, the principle is the same, right? So if we all put in the same principle, because the degree is like where do you draw the line really? It's like, okay, so is a week is fine, but a month is not. Okay, so is 2 weeks fine then? Is it 2 weeks in a day? Is it 1 week and 6 days? Like, where do you draw the line, right? So in that regard, I don't think you draw a line. It's just by design, this is pay to win. Okay. Now, if you're complaining about pay to win, this is what I don't agree with Rurikhan. It's like, bro, you are. I'm sorry, but like, when was the token introduced? WAD? You are like 12 years late, right? Let's see, WAD, Legion, BFA, Shadowlands. Okay, so that's 9 years. Sorry, you're 9 years late. Okay, approximately. You're like 8 to 9 years late on the pay to win aspect. As soon as they introduce token, buddy, that's it. Game over. It's pay to win. Okay? By all aspects, it is pay to win. Okay? Now, to some, it doesn't matter. I get it. It is what it is. Oh, it's just pay for cosmetics. Oh, you can buy token with gold. Yeah, no, I get it. I never spent extra money on WoW either. I paid everything with gold. I bought tokens with gold as well. So there's a plus and a minus. But at the end of the day, a lot of people just spend a lot of money. I mean, look at Race the World first. Is it pay to win? It's 100% pay to win, right? They spent thousands, dozens of thousands and of dollars, like real life money, in order to be able to even compete in the Race the World first. That's silly. So Race the World first, pay to win. Okay. A lot of aspects in the game are pay to win. Can you be max level, max item level without paying? Of course you can. And I would say majority of people are. But on how many characters? How many of their characters are? Right? How many of the characters are is it like that, prestigious? I don't think it's even prestigious anymore because carries are so prevalent. When you see somebody with like, and this started happening, I believe, in like Legion. When you see somebody with cutting edge, you're not impressed anymore. It's like, oh, he just bought a carry, right? Even if he didn't, it became just so prevalent that it's like no, like there's no prestige in the game anymore. It's like, oh, he has the I don't know. Well, before it was like the spectral tiger, whatever, right? Which was like $2,000 on eBay or some shit like that. It's like, well, he just bought it. It's not like he actually had the original card. He just bought it. There's no prestige in anything in WoW anymore, in my opinion. I don't find anything prestigious. It's like, oh, KSM, yeah, whatever. Oh, cutting edge, yeah, whatever. Right? Even when I was getting my cutting edge, I didn't feel prestigious because I know some people just bought. I actually felt kind of dumb for like even working hard to get it because you can just buy it. So yeah, so I would think that that's the two perspectives. I think people are just like misunderstanding. I know like people are like, you know, where is it? Being mad auction house gear is wild. So like yeah, because again they're missing the point. They're thinking Rurikhan is mad about the 424 gear. That's not really the point. The point is that you're skipping the whole leveling process. You're skipping the whole DF campaign. You're skipping the renown grind, which by the way, in my opinion, like why the fuck is it there? But it's content that they made, and then they make this content irrelevant by offering you a boost. And that's what's stupid. Why? And again, this is why I don't play WoW, and this is why I don't understand why people play WoW. I don't. Well, okay, let me rephrase it. I don't understand why people play WoW on release. You might as well, honestly, if you want like the best bang for your buck for like a WoW expansion, buy it at the end of the expansion, which is usually like 50% off, especially when they already announced the next expansion. It's 50% off. And that whole month of the sub that you either get with it or you buy on its own, like another $15, you can spend that time literally experiencing the whole game. And the game is over. Like, legit, a month is more than enough to finish all of the content in Dragonflight. I'm not kidding. This is how much content there is in WoW. So you might as well start playing WoW at the last patch of the expansion, 2 months ish before the expansion launches, just to give yourself some extra time. Finish all the content in the game and call it a day. And then wait for another 2 years for the next expansion comes out, all the patches come out, for them to figure out all the bullshit, and then give you the best version of the game at the 0.3 or 0.2.5 or 0.2, whatever last patch they have, and then play the game. Then you can experience the whole fucking game. Because right now, you have content for maybe like 3 days, and then it's just Mythic Plus, Raid, PvP. That's it. There's no content in WoW. So, like, this is a discussion for a whole other day. But that's why I don't care about this boosting. It doesn't mean anything. Literally, you're saving yourself 2 days out of the 4 days of content that you have in the whole game anyways. So, you know, some people are claiming this is like, oh, this is like to catch up, to play with your friends and shit like that. Why aren't there systems in the game that allow max level players, not allow, but like encourage max level players to play with their non-max level player friends? You know, it's like, oh well, what do you want? Like Mythic Plus runs for like low level players? Well, how about this? Okay, Mythic Plus gives you like, let's say emblems or whatever, right? How about you have like a daily achievement kind of thing, right? That when you do dungeons with low level players, after, I don't know, 3 dungeons, you get a massive amount of these emblems or whatever currency you get from Mythic Plus, right? Only once, like what you can do it once a day. So then max level players are encouraged to help low level players, right? And it should be worth it enough for them to spend that time getting it rather than doing Mythic Pluses. Or honestly, even if it's like not as big as Mythic Plus for that amount of time, it would still give them like kind of like a, you know, something else to do other than like grinding Mythic Pluses for the emblems. Like, yeah, whatever, I'll get to be helpful, I get something out of it, boom, done. Right? But there's no incentive, right? And Panda here like doesn't get the point. I've been talking to Panda. And Panda just doesn't get the point of what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the thing. So I was like, instead of WoW fixing the like max level players helping low level players and stuff like that, and fixing the leveling experience to make it more fun, they just go the lazy route. They give you a boost, right? And then Panda's like, I feel like you didn't play DF. I'm like, nothing here is talking about like DF. It's like the WoW design, right? You can really level via expansions ever made. Again, that's not the problem. It's not fun though. Like, it is not fun. Also, the story is completely ruined because of how it works right now, because like there's no congruent story leading from level 1 to max level. It's like, well, if I start in like, yo, Minty, what's happening? You love PvP? PvP is actually pretty awesome. There's no congruent story from 1 to 70 or 60, whatever max level is right now in Classic, right? There's no congruent story. You start like a random expansion, so you don't understand the previous story. Heck, the story is so fucking convoluted. It's like, good luck fucking figuring it out. So, as a new player, wow, really unwelcoming. Okay, let alone understanding like where you're going. Like, it's just it's crazy, right? There's no like, go kill some boars, you know. As much as I hate classic WoW, I mean, at least like the new player experience is decent. It teaches you the game. And then Sick Panda is like, you can literally level via any expansion ever made. Like, yeah, no shit. So what the fuck you want them to do? Fucking hell. What does it have to do with DF? Yeah, because I was like, what are you talking about? What do you want them to do? PvP, which by the way, is not like max level players don't play PvP with low level players because PvP is a item level system. Time walking, which is a timed event that doesn't happen very often, and also you need to be a certain level, I believe, to do time walking. Like, you can't just go into like, I don't know, like maybe now you can, but like I'm pretty sure you need a certain level to do time walking. Maybe not the case now, but doesn't matter. It's not on all the time. Dungeon events. Dungeon events don't apply to low level players. Professions. What does that have to do with low level players? And then he's like, and I said something that's like, there's no incentive for max level players to play, and he's like, if only. And then he shows me like the sync to their levels, like, no incentive. Like, there's no reason to do it though. What is the purpose of me sinking down and helping a low level player? Like, again, I just feel like Panda just didn't play any other game, so it's like he's just completely clueless about life. So yeah, so that's pretty much my take on this whole thing. I think both sides are wrong, and I think both sides are right. Mostly, both sides are wrong because they're missing each other's point completely. I think Ruri is not complaining about the boost itself; it's what the boost stands for. He's not complaining about the 424 item level that you get because the item level is complete dog shit. He's complaining about the fact that you can get gear with a boost. That's pretty much what it is. Okay.